Welcome to Everything in Between.
We're a mother
and daughter
with a lot to say about, well,
everything. I'm Braylon.
And I'm Lynn. And this is your show for perspective, real talk,
and feeling less alone in the chaos.
Hi.
Hello.
Love Mondays now.
I know.
We haven't filmed on a Friday for a long time.
I know. Mondays have been good though.
How are you? What's the energy check?
Energy check is good today.
You rolling?
Yeah. I tend to it can go either way, but I usually feel like I tend to hit the ground running kind of on Monday.
Right. I've always said that, but then I feel like no one else I've ever met feels that way about Mondays.
Well, for a long time, I was doing the bare minimum Mondays, which is where you just schedule the absolute bare minimum for yourself on Monday, but haven't really felt the need to do that recently.
Interesting.
So, I know. Things are always shifting.
Yeah.
Things are always changing.
That is the key. Things are always shifting.
You got to work with yourself.
Yeah, it's true. I really protect my Mondays.
How so?
Well, I have a block in the morning that I never will schedule anything on. So I never have to look at my calendar and be like, I got a thing at 8:30 and so I got to rush there. So I know that the 9 to 11, it's pretty big.
That's nice.
And so there's never anything before that. I just don't. It's blocked on my calendar. Nobody can put anything on it. I'm really protective around it.
My calendar's blocked every day, 9 to 11, because I don't
That's
start
amazing.
until then.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic. But sometimes I do.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, feeling good. Kind of, mellowy, maybe a little mellow today.
Like a good vibe. I don't know. Nothing crazy.
Cool. Well, welcome everybody. I'm Lynn.
I'm Braylon.
This is Everything in Between. Topic today.
Yeah.
I have really been thinking about how to intentionally put creative elements into my life. And I have been thinking about how if I'm not intentional around that, you could just have a life where you work, you take care of your family, you take care of your physical needs, and then you plan trips maybe, but that's not the creative side that I'm really thinking about.
Do you feel that it's necessary, that creativity is necessary to live a fulfilling life for everyone?
That's a lot of absolutes in that state, in the way you phrase that, but I think I can answer for me.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think that if I could frame it around, there are some people right now that are living in the times we are, and they feel like the world's going to shit. It's scary. We might be at war. There are other people who are ignoring any of that going on. Like my friend, we just booked a cruise deposit for next year yesterday. And she goes, oh, as long as we're not in World War III. And I was like, oh, T-Dub, that's a little dark.
Yeah.
But there are people that really are carrying that based on what you're digesting and ingesting and taking in and then there are other people that are like, this is the best time ever.
Yeah.
And no matter where you are, but especially if you feel like things are a little chaotic or feel out of your control, then I think that any creative exploration can really help ground us. And it's a way to have everything be a little bit better.
Yeah.
Everything's okay.
Yeah.
And so people have always leaned into arts and creativity in good times and bad.
Maybe more so in bad.
Right.
Some of our best artist eras in the times have been when simultaneously the world was at some of the worst times.
And I think people look to, if you know to tune into creative elements, we can look to artists, we can look to poets, we can look to musicians that are helping us.
Yes, process.
And I think they have a role there.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah. So our software company that we had was built around live entertainment.
Yeah.
And when we would make a pitch to a fundraise or whatever we were doing, we would talk about how in good times people celebrate by going to concerts or shows or movies. But then also throughout history, when times are tough, people always also find that need to gather.
Yeah.
Right. And so sometimes you'll spend your last quarter on a movie.
Yeah.
In the depression time, people will talk about that. Like they'll save all the money at the end of the week they'll go see a movie.
Yeah.
And so there's something therapeutic and historic around that too. So
It's very like at the core of humanity, the arts,
yes.
I think.
And you can use a pretty broad brush
Yeah.
when you're talking about the arts.
Well, yeah, and it totally helps not only the artist's process, but then they go out and share that, and it helps everybody else process the current times that they're in too via the arts.
Yeah, so you were asking me today, you're like, well, where did this come from?
Yeah.
And I think I've talked a little bit about, I did an annual map this year.
I helped you build it in
Yeah,
Notion.
it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
The reason around that was sort of like we come into the new year sometimes and we make like an intention and then we work at it for like 3 weeks or a month or 6 weeks and then we lose steam.
Yeah.
And so my goal this year was to not do that. And so I used my my spirit animal cards and pulled one for each month of the year and a theme. And then I built around that, like what is my quarterly theme and even what's my monthly? Realizing like my energy isn't the same
Yeah.
in every month
Yeah.
or every quarter. And I might have life things going on. Like, you know, for you, your baby's coming in July.
Yeah.
So I've cleaned that month.
Oh, that's
And
so
I've cleared
nice.
that month because I want to be really focused. So I'm not going to plan a bunch of big stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to launch new product. I'm not going to do big stuff in July. So it's a little bit just being aware of what's happening.
You're better than I am because I re-release my Notion every July. So I'm like,
I'm going to have to switch that.
how is this going to work?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Maybe
It's either
not
coming
July.
early or it's coming late.
That's right.
I'm hoping for early, so we'll see.
So for each, I'm looking at my plan here, but for each quarter, I create like a travel, a learning, a pause, and a creative focus. And so I look at that and I can even do it kind of then within the months too,
Yeah.
to see what makes sense for me.
Yeah.
And so that's sort of how I've been exploring adding creative elements.
What does
my life.
creativity look like for you?
Well, I'm a musician. And so for me, it's a lot around music.
Oh,
So
creating it or just like
just
concerts?
playing it. I have a piano. I ordered a new songbook as part of my
Oh, that's
right. So I can
cute.
just like sit and play. And so I do that just a little bit more often. And it just feels good. Sometimes
Yeah.
when I'm tired, I'll just sit and do that. So that's something I already know how to do.
Yeah.
I have 2 of my dad's harmonicas and I really like folk music and I really love the harmonica lines. I want to learn how to play these damn harmonicas. And I looked it up on YouTube. I'm like, oh, it's actually harder than, because like I can blow into it and kind of make a little tune.
Yeah.
But it's not playing the harmonica.
No, it's quite.
There's a lot of
yeah.
like tongue action. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
Oh,
So that's going to be part learning and creative.
and play. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to actually take lessons like on YouTube or something.
Nice.
So that might be a piece of it.
nice.
Listening to music, going to concerts. I'm doing a little bit more of that because I'm traveling less this year.
So it's not only you creating, but you enjoying the
Anything
creations
creative.
of others.
Yeah, anything creative. How about you? What feels creative to you?
Creativity for me is funny because I feel like for as long as I can remember, it's always involved something digital. And I don't know if that's just because I'm a millennial, but like early on, I've always loved photography. So that's something that I'll go back to, and that's digital.
You've done pottery.
I've done all
Which is
kinds
not
of
digital.
things. No, in when I was in art school, the college I went to follows a method called the Bauhaus method, which is a college in Germany, like an art school, and they make you study all mediums of art, regardless of what your main medium is. So in college, I tried all kinds of stuff, which was really fun and opened me up to a lot of stuff. But I tend to still just gravitate towards the digital. And these days, I mean, I consider building in Notion to be a creative outlet,
Right.
because I'm anytime I'm creating something,
So it's a lot of visual in what you're doing.
making content, making videos, same thing, even if it's for myself or for a client, is very creative. And then a lot of what I really enjoy doing, like if I want to like sit down and create something, is like creating in video games.
Really?
So like building houses in The Sims.
Oh, like The Sims. Yeah.
Is very much so
Sure.
like that's a creative outlet for me, or even like in Animal Crossing, I'll do that kind of stuff. So it's funny because you would think that being ADHD, I'd gravitate towards these like using my hands or, getting dirty or whatever. But
You actually know how to do that stuff though.
I do. Yeah. But it's just harder. I think the digital stuff is more accessible than if I wanted to like go do pottery, then you've got to like sign up for a class somewhere and you've got to drive there. And when you're, I don't know, I just enjoy being able to like sit down in my own space, make something, and then like have this little digital thing when I'm done.
We do have a tendency to make things really hard.
Yeah.
So sometimes we'll say, oh, I want to get more creative this year, so I'm going to sign up for a class. And then you have to go through the signing up for a class, and you have to go through getting
there.
to the class and actually paying for it and like leaving your house. And so there's all these barriers to doing those things. And sometimes it really helps if people say, well, I want to write more. Well, then just write.
Yeah.
Right. I want to draw more.
Yeah.
Make it really easy. Take the barriers away.
Yeah. I do see a bunch of really cute like craft ideas and stuff for babies and children. Like this one woman makes her children a birthday crown every year, like out of felt, and like sews things on it. So they get this really cute little play crown that they can wear on their birthday and beyond. And I've seen another one that I want to do where you take like air dry clay and you create your kid's name in like bubble letters with this air dry clay, and then you can like hang them on the wall. I mean, so I want to get into some more of those.
Little kids naturally,
they want to craft.
They want to craft. Create. They want to get in there. They like. Most of them like tactile things.
Yeah.
You were very tactile.
Yeah.
Anytime I was making any kind of cookies or bread or anything I did a lot of that when you guys were little. You wanted right in there.
Yeah.
And I'd give you your own little lump.
It's fun.
And you would roll and play. And like Play-Doh is a real thing. We would make our own Play-Doh so that we could have all the different colors.
That.
You do now?
Yeah.
I feel like stuff's going to come back to you.
Oh,
when
for
you
sure.
guys have kids, you're going to be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is there a way to make Play-Doh? I feel like we made Play-Doh.
I remember it's just like flour, water, and salt.
Yeah, no, there's a special ingredient you put in there. I don't know what it is. It's a white powder of some kind. You get it at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Alum, maybe.
I don't know.
Something. It's like a little bit of a preservative so it doesn't get moldy.
Icky, but yeah, I have a feeling too, because I was just talking with a woman upstairs and she was like, my 5-year-old daughter, like all she wants to do is craft like every day. She's like, what can we craft? What can we craft? And she's like, not just drawing, but like crafting, making things.
Right.
And mud kitchens are super popular right now with little kids.
What is a mud kitchen?
A mud kitchen is like a kitchen that you have outside that they make like mud pies, and like you can get like different leaves and dried flowers and they're like making potions. And like I would like that looks really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
But
kids
again,
like to play the sand, the beach, all of it.
Kids, I think, are more pure than we are because they haven't been like jaded by society yet. And I think that it's so much easier for them to create.
So I look at it as if we're just walking around sort of on autopilot, I think anything that feels creative slows us down a little bit.
It can feel like that.
And it can feel really soothing.
Yeah, but some people, I think it's the opposite. It like makes them nervous almost.
Well, maybe they're doing something they don't like because it should be something that you like.
I think that creativity, society can make you like lose that aspect of yourself.
Or have you ever said like, this is really funny because when I was in high school, I was taking the maths and the sciences. And I had these friends that were like in the drama classes and they were in all the creative writing classes. And I thought they were funny. And I would say I'm not a creative person.
Yes. So I have heard this.
Literally
from
label
people.
myself.
Yes.
I'm not a creative person. I'm playing the piano 3 hours a day. I'm singing in choirs. I was definitely creative.
Yeah.
I like to cook and bake. That's creative.
Yeah.
But we get this limited thing of like, there's creative people and not creative people.
I totally think, yes.
I think that is a big misnomer. Like you can define creativity any way that you want.
Yeah.
I think the thing is it needs to feel really good. Well, like something that you do that you just know like, this is weird, but I feel really good when I make a pie or whatever.
I think a lot of people too, like society makes you feel bad when you're not good at stuff right away. And so I think if you've lost that creative muscle, it kind of is a little almost risky feeling to like be creative again, knowing that you're going to be bad at it.
That's why it could be
first.
like something super personal and you don't
Yeah.
even have to be good at it.
No, but
Right.
that's such a thing of our capitalistic society is like being good at everything and making money from everything. And how can I turn this hobby into a side hustle? And I think people have lost the art of just like creating for creating's sake.
Right. And then I would also say, like, your sister and her husband are in a community orchestra. So we go and sit and listen to them. That to me is a creative outlet. I'm not even doing anything, but it really feeds my soul.
Yeah.
To listen
Live
to good music,
is just
right?
magical.
And so
all the time.
if you don't think you're creative and you don't make stuff,
Yeah.
there's probably something that you really enjoy that maybe you can do
kind
more
wet your
of.
feet a little bit.
Yeah, that you can say, well, this just feels super good. We went to a Broadway show yesterday afternoon and we came out and I said, what else can you do? I mean, we love it.
Yeah.
What else can you do where in those moments, maybe a movie, but there's something about seeing the people live on stage
Yeah.
and watching them perform so well. And you're getting music and you're getting a story and you're getting all of that. And we laughed and we cried.
Yeah.
And then we're walking out thinking, holy crap, that was a great way to spend an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Right.
I do think that good movie and good TV
100%.
also is
Yes.
very much like that.
I would put it all into the arts. So you have visual, you have music, so you can walk through museums. For some people, that's very soothing.
Yeah.
Right. And I think sometimes we just make it too hard. We're like, well, that's expensive, or I don't live close to a museum. There's so much community stuff we miss.
Some
Many of
museum
us
days
miss.
are free. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends on where you live.
Right.
Not everybody has access to everything, but
Yeah, but even
there's
tiny
a
little
ton of
communities.
stuff online too.
It's
you
true.
know?
It's true. So I went to Lady Gaga like a couple months ago, maybe. And I was telling you about it. And I was like, I felt so good in that moment. And do you remember what you told me?
No.
You said it's the collective.
Oh yeah.
It's
the
like
energy of the
everybody's in there and
collective.
it's just like feeding you
Uh-huh.
because you're experiencing something all together.
Yeah.
So I'm putting all of that
Yeah.
and lumping all that in together.
It's like why a Peloton class that you do at home is never going to energize you or feel the same as going to a cycle studio where everyone is doing that together.
Right.
It like literally, I've almost cried sometimes in workout classes because it's like the collective energy of everyone is so moving and powerful, and you just don't get that when you're at home by yourself.
Right. It's true. So good.
Yeah.
What else do you do? Or is there anything you miss doing that you feel like, oh, if I could add something in with a low barrier?
Probably dancing.
Ooh.
Because I used to go to a lot of shows back in the day, like EDM shows. And my favorite part about that was just dancing for hours.
Well, you did cheer and dance and you were good. You were
I
fine.
mean, I don't know if I'm a good dancer, but I've even debated like taking some dance classes, like adult dance classes and stuff like that. But I think even just that's something that I can bring in to my home. Like I don't do that as often as I used to. When I dealt with more like depression in the winter, that was one of my like morning things, was like dancing in the morning with my music.
Yeah.
Because it really just makes you
Like
feel good.
full on dancing, or you're
like
just
going
kind of moving
crazy.
around.
Yeah, just like dancing in the bathroom, you know what I mean? And yeah, you've made me realize I haven't done that in a while. That's something that I definitely miss because it's so fun. I do like sing in the car a lot.
Okay.
I'm a big car singer.
Oh, I don't think I knew that.
Oh yeah.
I am a super huge car singer.
Yeah.
Like I'll play the same song on repeat and learn the words.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Right.
then you're just singing in the car. Yeah. We were standing on this side of the road the other day. Like we had walked to get ice cream and we're like at a light and a car like turns right in front of us and you could hear the woman singing so loud in the car. And I was like, can everybody else hear me when I'm singing in the car?
Are your windows up or
She had her
down?
windows down and she just like around the corner, but you could totally hear her belting out whatever song she was singing.
It's the best.
It was really funny. Yeah.
I think it's just a tool to tap into,
Yeah.
without making everything so complex and hard, and without making it another thing on your list or something that seems, rather to have it just be a break. I mean, if you don't go to an art museum, you can have a beautiful book on your coffee table at home.
Yeah.
That is an art book.
Yeah.
And you can just take literally 10 minutes. And I guarantee if you look at art for like 10 minutes. For a lot of people, that'll be some sort of a creative break that you can put in.
Well, I like this idea that I often think of creativity as having to be the one creating, but I like what you're saying, and just that
You can digest
engaging
it.
with the things is also kind of ticking that same box almost, which is really nice.
Yeah, that's why I think this seasonal thing, for me, like when I come into the quarter or the month on my annual map, I can't focus on all 4 of those things.
No, you have to pick, yeah.
So I have to pick. So there maybe there's a month where everything aligns for me to have a more creative focus.
Yeah.
And then maybe in that case, I would join the community choir or do something that took a little more time. Have to think about that, right? But I think in the past I would be like, oh, more creative outlets. So then I'm going to say, well, got to go to more concerts. I'm going to buy season tickets to the Broadway. I'm going to join the choir. And I would say all these big things that felt like another task on my list.
Yeah.
And a kind of a heavy lift.
Heavy lift.
Now I'm really finding these small things I can do. And just, if I sit down at the piano for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
it's great.
It doesn't have to be hard.
No, it doesn't have to be hard at all.
It can just be fun.
Right. And then there is just, I don't know what the science behind it is, but even people are just feeling like, if you feel like it's a tough time to live in right now, and if you feel like there's a lot of uncertainty, some people are describing it as chaos, not everybody.
Yeah.
But some people really feel like there's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of chaos, you know, things happening that feel, and then you somehow doing something like that almost feels like you're not going to get us down.
It's like an act of
you know?
resistance.
Yeah, it's an act of resistance,
Yeah.
and it's a way to hold on to hope and to laugh and to cry. I mean, if you are feeling like you need a boost, listen to the song One More Day in Les Mis, which, by the way, you should come see Les Mis with us. It's amazing. And it's going to be down. You're like, oh, I don't know. Well, can I tell a cute story?
Sure.
You wanted to go to New York City. I think it was your first time for kind of your senior,
It was my 21st birthday.
your 21st. Oh, that's right. Because you got engaged there, but not that time.
Not that time.
Okay. Anyways, your 21st,
Yeah.
and your sisters got to pick like international trips.
And I said, can I go somewhere in the States and bring my boyfriend?
Yes. Who's your husband now?
Yeah, it's
So I'm
cute.
so glad you didn't
Yeah.
bring some rando.
No.
Yeah. So you had not been to on Broadway, and I knew someone that I could get really great seats to, what's the genie?
We went and saw like 3 different shows.
I know,
that
but
trip.
the first one was
Aladdin.
Aladdin. And so I said, oh, we got to go see Aladdin, because then I'm going to get you backstage. You can
Yeah.
see all Disney's costumes and everything. And you were like, yeah,
I wasn't that excited.
I know. And then you also got to see shows that you picked.
Yeah.
But I dragged you to Aladdin. It happened to be the first one we saw. We had like 9th row seats.
Yeah, it
I
was-
remember looking over, watching both of you cry. And I was like, yes, the Broadway made you cry.
It's so moving with the music.
When it's
and
live like that, it just
Yeah.
emotes off the stage.
Even like I have this thing, being neurodivergent. Not everybody has this, but like music can just make me cry out of nowhere.
Oh, I can cry
Yeah.
more on music than
Not
I can
everybody
on.
has that.
Oh,
Yeah. Did you also get tinglies? I literally cannot.
I get a lot of goosebumps.
I cannot listen to any of the songs from K-pop Demon Hunters without my whole body tingling. And every time I watch that movie, I'll cry at like every song. And if I listen to the song in the shower or something, I'll cry. They're
I think
so
that's
good.
why, like, sometimes we'll cry on commercials.
Oh, because the music.
Yeah, but I bet if you muted them,
No, it's not the same.
you're not going to cry.
No, I watched. So they're rebooting Harry Potter into a TV
my
show.
God.
I
Are they
know.
really?
Yeah, it's HBO.
Amazing.
And I watched the trailer and I got teary eyed. And then I sent it to Winnie, who's a huge Harry Potter fan. She was like, "I thought it kind of sucked," and I was like, "Ah, the music really got me. Like I was getting really into it."
It must be the music.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So there's all those little touches.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a matter of how can we be, and for me, it's like, what is my kind of my monthly capacity to do something, even if it's really small.
I like that. You've totally like reinvigorated what I'm thinking about in terms of creative activities.
Ooh, that's great.
Yeah. Because I
love
really always just thought of it as having to be the one doing the creating.
Right. I am not a creator outside of music and writing.
I am
I know you
quite
are.
creative.
Yes, you are.
And like part of my job, I think, is being creative.
Of course. But I will never say again. And I hope anybody listening who's ever said I'm not creative, I hope that you listen and you say, I'm going to stop saying that.
Yes, I would hope
Because I think that humans all
Innately.
have creativity innately.
as a child, I
Inside.
guarantee everyone was creative in some way. Mm-hmm. You can just, I think society jades people. You get worn down.
Yeah.
And creativity is not something that's generally celebrated. Like, when you tell people, I'm going to go to art school and get a degree in art, do you know what people tell you?
Really bad stuff.
Yeah. Oh, what are you going to do with that?
Yeah. Not
How are
like,
you going to get a job
thank you
with that?
for making our world more beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a little different
No,
than
it's
the average.
totally, I mean, that I had that experience so many times when
Mm-hmm.
you're graduating high school and you're like, oh, I'm going to go and get an art degree. People are like, why?
Well, what are the first programs that get cut in schools?
Arts.
It is not the sports.
No.
It is the arts, and it is anything creative, and it's super sad. And it's because we're not built for that.
Yeah.
In that little phrase, the Bergs, are you having to answer
Sorry.
something in the middle? Just take a pause.
Hey, I thought it would be faster.
Is it the baby?
No.
No, I'm kidding. Does he need dinner?
No, he got
You
logged
can
out
leave
of our
this in if you
vacuum
want.
app.
Oh,
And I told him he needed to run the mop.
that's a super emergency.
I was like, I want to come home to clean floors.
I love that. Where were we?
Creativity.
We're talking about art schools.
Funding getting cut.
Yes.
Being innately creative.
Yes. Then what?
I don't know what you were going to say. I just think it's like you said, to kind of reconnect it back. People feel like they're not creative.
Right.
But I think that everybody is. And you just need to be okay with being bad at something. And maybe the easiest step forward is to enjoy the creative things and not necessarily feel like you have to be the one creating.
Well, I think too, there's people that sing off key
Yes.
that really enjoy singing.
Yes.
So I don't think you have to be good at it to get fulfillment out of it.
There are people that are very bad at dancing.
Yes.
Myself.
And they love it.
that enjoy dancing very
Right,
much.
right.
Off beat, off rhythm.
Right.
Doesn't matter. You know how fun it is to like paint badly?
It
is
might be fun.
really fun.
You know what? I haven't tried that because I feel like I'm a terrible painter.
You should paint.
And as a kid, every kid likes to draw.
And paint.
Where does that go?
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's a kid that if you put crayons and markers and paints and paper and you just said, you can sit here and look at your iPad or you can do this.
Oh, no, you can't give them the iPad because they're going to choose the iPad.
Seriously?
Yes.
What if you mean like sparkly paints and
The iPad is like giving a child like heroin with how addicting it is. So
I've talked before about this little
but if you put them in front of a bunch of crafts,
Yes.
no iPad, they're going to have a heyday.
Yeah. There's a song that's like a word song, but it's the one that I use in my reset. It's called Bergs. I don't know why I think the guy in this song is named Bergs. Anyway, it's like meditative music, but then he sort of has this little meditation that he talks through. And he talks about how when we came here, we were it's almost like he says we were looking down. So he must have the angel baby philosophy that I share or something.
Yeah.
Looking down and saying, oh, how cool it would be if I could just be a part of that.
Yeah.
And then we come down and as children, we have this awe and wonder about everything. And that the older we get, we lose connection to that sense of wonder. And that's what really connects us as humans.
Yeah.
And so tiny children are not going to say my painting is bad. I don't want to paint anymore. They're just going to have a blast painting.
Yeah. The process is the fun part.
Yeah.
They're not worried about the outcome.
Not at all.
They're not focused on what's going to happen when I'm done
And
with
maybe
this.
that's the magic of whatever it is, music, drama, paint, art,
Yeah.
any of that feels creative, baking, cooking, needlework, all of it, right?
Yeah.
Anything. Is that if you don't have to show it to anybody
Yeah. It's
and you
easier.
can just enjoy it, You don't have to say, "Oh, I'm really bad at this."
Yeah.
I'm terrible at this.
Or
I love
if it
the
helps
paint.
you can say that and still do it. And
Well,
you'll have fun along the way.
But what does bad even mean? Like, who
It's so
decided you're
subjective.
bad?
Yeah.
Right?
There's really no, like, some people, when you learn about art and art history, like, some art is objectively bad, but it's still
I have seen things
world
in art
famous
musician
and
or in art museums,
like,
and I'm like, that's literally awful.
yeah. Yep. But it's all,
And I don't feel good when I'm looking at that.
it's all just subjective on, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I've seen people on Insta and TikTok who are like, they will get their kids to do art on big pieces of paper on the floor and just random stuff, and then they frame it and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because like if they're
not overthinking it.
yeah,
We really get into our headspace about creativity.
right.
And we overthink it too much. We focus on the outcomes.
And I think that's
not
why
the
it's like a pattern
experience.
interruption in your day. If everything else is about outcomes, I've got to get dinner on, I've got to get the work done, I've got to do XYZ, I do my exercise. Like we just go on this little hamster wheel, and creativity is like, I'm just going to do something because it's fun and it feels nice and I like how I feel when I do it. And it might be 10 minutes and I get a little creative break, and and then your brain, it just does something different.
I'm pretty sure it activates all kind of different centers in your brain.
Right.
When you're experiencing creativity. Like, how they'll hook people up to those like brain machines and they'll have them listen to music, and like it's all the different brain waves that get activated when you're doing that stuff.
Right.
But even like it's something so simple. Like we're watching this TV show right now. It's called DTF St. Louis. And like it's a weird show.
What does DTF stand for?
Down to fuck.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
It's David Harbour and Jason Bateman. They made it. And it's a really weird show, but the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, this is art. This show is so weird, but it's TV. But if you're like cognizant of that, you're experiencing something, like it makes me feel good to watch the show because it's like,
It feels very artistic.
it feels very artistic. Like it's a weird show, but I like it because it like is not something that's the norm.
right.
It's really strange.
Is it reality or is it a scripted show?
No, it's a scripted show. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
really, really weird.
Okay.
But I like it because it's like, it just makes you think. It is like more of an experience then. And I get that way with movies too. I cry
We
at
didn't
a lot
talk
of
about
movies.
reading and writing. I mean,
Reading,
that
man.
for some people, writing can be an outlet for people.
Totally.
But then you also get folks that do the same thing. I'm not good at writing. I can't journal. I can't, you get all this, I can't.
Yeah.
But maybe you can.
I
if
mean,
you
you
don't worry
definitely
about
can.
the outcome.
If you're not worried about how you're doing it, you can do anything.
And what about reading?
Reading, I think it's like TV. There's some stuff where you're reading where you're like, this is art, and then some stuff where you're reading
This
where
is
you're
total
like,
garbage.
this is just entertainment.
Yeah. It might be different for different folks. When I'm reading a really great novel and I will get so into it that when I'm done, I feel like I lose the friends that I had in the book. That's how my judge of a good novel is. I read mostly novels. I do not read mostly business books, self-help. I read some philosophy. But the novels is where, my brain can turn off to a whole different, kind of a whole different spot. I don't know, left, right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just talking about the sides of our brain, and the right is the logic and the
knows?
reason, and the left is the creative.
I think it's even more complex than that.
Yeah. I just heard somebody talking about that and I can't remember who it was.
But it is really interesting how it can just take you away.
Right.
I get that way too when I'm like building in Notion. I keep telling you that you need to watch the movie Soul. It's a Pixar movie.
Okay.
It's really great. The whole
Soul?
Yes.
Okay.
The whole premise of the movie is like finding your spark in life.
Oh.
And how when you are in what they call like the zone with your thing, you like are transported somewhere else.
So a little bit like Sneha Mandala.
Yeah.
Who talks to us as a speaker about getting into your flow state?
Yes. So it's very similar to that. But it's like, I think that can happen when we're doing creative things, but that can also happen like you can get into a flow state like with stuff you're working on. Like when I'm building in Notion, sometimes I just like lose track of time because I'm like totally enter this flow state. And there's this funny TikTok now that I'm thinking of where the audio is somebody going, whoa, 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 whoa. And the people will talk about when they like genuinely get into a flow state with something. And it totally transports you somewhere
It's almost
else.
like you're watching yourself work.
Yeah.
You're watching yourself create something really cool. I can remember I played piano pretty seriously all the way through high school, almost majored in piano. So I did some like pretty long pieces and recitals and things like that. And I can remember not even remembering certain segments
Yeah.
that I was up there playing. And for part of me, I was like, oh, shoot, did I mess that up? I don't think I did because I think that would snap you out of it.
Yeah. You were just in a flow state.
Yeah, you would get to where you're like, I don't even know like what just happened.
Yeah.
And you just forget. That's beautiful.
Yeah. That is really fun.
I just thought it was worth a little shout out today.
Yeah.
To have a little conversation about it because it's very different than what we normally talk about. And I
like it.
I'm going to think of ways to bring it into my practice as I coach people as well. Because we just have hamster wheel
Yes.
right now.
It's really easy to just follow the motions of the everyday.
Right. And it's a lot about like slowing down, breaking patterns,
Yeah.
being, intentional about how we live and all of that, which sounds so heady. But again, 5 minutes, 10 minutes in your day of a little creative exploration. There's adults who like to color.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Those adult coloring books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those
Freaking good luck getting old if you don't like doing anything creative because you got lots of time
Yeah.
at that point.
But I love this has really helped me a lot because I never really thought of as engaging with creative things as exercising that same creativity. So
That's fun. That's a nice little shift for you.
yeah, it's a really nice little takeaway to think about that I don't always have to be actually the one creating, but just making more intentional time to enjoy those creative things, which I think I could use more of in my life. And I mean, that can be something as simple as like watching a documentary on YouTube about an artist.
True.
Like, you know what I mean? It
Right.
doesn't have to be something where you have to even leave the house.
I feel creative even if like we used to garden quite a bit. I don't as
Yeah.
much anymore, but I think that's a thing because it's tactile. It's your hands. You're helping something grow.
Honestly, most activities that we do, if you're actually taking the time to be mindful while you're doing
Can feel pretty creative.
Yes. It's just like you don't want to be thinking about other things while you're doing, like even cooking, something that most people do every single day.
Yeah.
Can either be something that you're rushing through, that you're, distracted, that feels like a chore, or if you just take a minute to slow down and really
Right.
like be mindful and enjoy what you're doing, can completely change the way that you feel about that activity.
Yeah, 100%.
There's a lot of stuff that we do every day.
It's so true. And I can remember that as a mom when I had a lot of years of stay-at-home mom. And so a good part of my day was creating something.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm cooking or I'm whatever.
Yeah.
Coloring with you guys. But I can remember having some moments where it felt really creative what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm so lucky that I can do this. Where a lot of times you feel stuck at home and you're kind of by yourself and everything feels like a chore list.
Yeah. Again, this also goes back to mindset.
Damn it. Why is it so damn simple?
I don't know. Simple but not easy. But
Simple
yeah,
but not easy.
It is. It's really interesting,
Isn't it?
We do a lot of stuff that if we're too bogged down, we might not even notice.
You know what's not creative in 99% of the time?
What?
It's your freaking email inbox.
Yeah, no,
Not
that's
creative.
That's not fun.
Creativity suck.
Yeah,
Like just,
yeah,
I am so anti-email if you haven't noticed.
yeah. I don't know if there's any way to be like super mindful while you're doing your
I don't
emails.
know. Do less of it. Stop doing
It's
it.
one of those things that I'm like, okay, let's get this over with.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How did we create that?
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the kind of things I think that are just zapping all the creativity out of us.
Yes.
And, maybe if you're stumped on like, I want to add something creative back into my life, think of what you did when you were 6.
Oh, I always recommend that people do that.
Yeah.
Even a lot of adults will be like, I don't have hobbies and I don't know what kind of hobbies to do. And I'm like, what did you like when you were 12?
Right.
because chances are you probably still like that thing.
Yeah. What did you do
We
when you
don't
were
change
What'd
that
you do when you
much.
were 6?
When I was 6, okay, you got to tell me like what house I was at, because that's how I categorize and remember
You
my
would have
life.
been at the house with the pool on Paradise.
I do not remember that as much. That's like a
Oh no, you were a baby there.
That's a
Sorry,
blank
6.
space.
Nope, you were at Kiva, so you were over by Camelback Mountain. That house.
64th Street.
Yeah. One of those houses.
I played outside a lot.
True.
I was always outside, I feel like. In
Yeah.
the treehouse, playing with the hose. Also watched Whitney play video games.
You
But,
watched
like,
Whitney play-
12, if I'm thinking like at like 5th and 6th grade, like
Mm-hmm.
I played a lot of Neopets. That's when Pokemon came out. I remember playing hours and hours of Pokemon on my Game Boy Advance. I remember playing with Polly Pockets, like making whole worlds and
Yes.
like so much Polly Pockets and going on adventures in the neighborhood, like things that I still all kind of enjoy doing today, you know?
Except for the Polly Pockets.
I mean, but like I'll still kind of like playing Animal Crossing and playing Sims is not that different.
it
than
is not
playing
that
with
different.
dolls.
That's really true.
It's really not.
Oh,
And
how
I
funny.
just started playing a Pokemon game again that they remastered for Switch that I played when I was like, 10 years old, and it is just as much fun. It is great. Mm-hmm. So
when I
yeah.
was 6 or 7, I did like to hang out in the kitchen.
yeah,
Yeah, and my mom
you are always in the kitchen.
cooked a lot, and so it was like the cookies, or we're making pie dough, and she'd give me a little, and I make a little mini pie.
Even your human design says that you are a kitchen person.
Really?
Yes.
I do love the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's like the best.
Which can be metaphorical kitchen of just where the people are hanging out.
Right.
But also can be real kitchen.
Right. The conversation, the food. Well, I like food a lot.
Yeah.
So good food.
You always do have a hangout kitchen. Mm-hmm. Like you've always had a kitchen that's welcome and large.
Like places to
spend
sit.
time in. Yeah.
True.
And like every time I come to your guys' house,
Where are we?
you're in the kitchen.
Wild.
I don't, you're never in the living room. You're always in the
It's
kitchen.
like 9:00 at night.
And you're still in the kitchen.
We could be.
Yeah.
If you guys come over, pull up a stool.
Yeah.
What do you want to drink?
Yeah.
I got some lemon cake in the fridge.
yeah, that's funny.
I had this blog once back in the, I don't know, early 2000s when blogging was just coming out. I was like, I'm going to get famous with a blog. And I decided I was going to make a cake every week. And then I was going to blog about the cake that I made.
Yeah.
Because like food blogs were kind of really popular then. And I did it for a while. I had, the URL was like, I like cake.com or something like that, literally. Either that or I like to make cake.
Yeah.
That's still always been my dream. I'm like, I want to be the person, if you come to my house, there's always cake.
Huh. I like that.
It's not there yet.
No.
It's-
You do make cake often though.
I do like cake. I'm married to someone who does not like cake.
I mean, I'm not a huge cake lover either.
Yeah, but cakes
But
have
the
a big
cakes that
variety.
you made this lemon olive oil cake, and I took like a quarter of it to my house, and I ate it like every night.
It was
for, like, 4
ridiculously
days.
good, right?
It was
I
so
like that
good.
kind of cake, like a good loafy cake that,
Yes.
you can kind of,
Yeah, not like a birthday cake.
not too much.
No.
Very like moist. The kind of, if you can have the cake for breakfast,
That's a good cake.
that's a good cake.
I mean, you can have any cake for breakfast.
It's true. Ooh, maybe I'm going to bring that back.
Yeah, breakfast cake.
No, just there's always cake at my house.
You should.
I think I should, especially because I'm coming into grandma and they're going to be like, there's cake at grandma's. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's going to be super yummy.
Yeah, that'll be cute.
Love that. We would love to hear from anybody in the comments of what creative spark maybe
Yeah.
this episode touched for you today.
Yeah, or if you have any takeaways.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. I can't wait to hear
What's your
what you do. Are you asking me my obsession first?
Yeah.
I'm so not ready.
I don't know if I have one either right
I
now.
think I'm going to say right now, though, for me, it is live events. I'm just really coming back to enjoying that because we worked in that for so long
You kind
that
of-
I was like,
yeah.
if I never go to another concert in my life, I'm fine because I'm just thinking about if the scanning is down,
Yeah.
or if somebody's pissed off about their ticket. And I'm over that now,
Yeah.
because we've been out long enough. And so every time I go, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I just really enjoy watching humans do cool things.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
It could be sports, it doesn't even have to be big scale.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait to go to kids programs again. I cry the whole time.
Yeah.
Like
Or like
anytime
the
you guys are
community
doing
orchestra.
anything. Absolutely. The community orchestra,
Yeah.
any of that. So I'm just finding ways to build that into my life and be intentional. Otherwise, we're just sitting around on a Sunday. We're not doing anything special.
Yeah.
But yesterday, we went to this afternoon show and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of obsessed right now. And I think I
Nice.
already used that one.
I don't think
So
so.
sorry. Do you have anything
Who knows?
that's...
Yeah, I'm super obsessed with our little farmer's market that we have.
Oh, cute.
Because we used to have a huge farmer's market and it moved. And what replaced it in the same spot is this little tiny farmer's market that is actually just farms.
Amazing. So
Farms,
it's actually, they're not trying to
it's-
sell you soap.
Nope, there is nobody there like that. It is the farms, it is the meat, it is the bread people. There's a jam lady.
Oh,
There's
it's like your
dog
grocery
treats.
store deconstructed.
Yes, it is exactly that. There's like a coffee stand. There's pastry people.
Oh, I want to go with you next Saturday.
It is so cute and so fun, and I'm like getting to meet all the farm people. And this week I bought jam, which has been insane. Like it's so good. And then I bought a sprig of apple mint from one of the places.
Apple mint?
Apple mint. It's a mint varietal.
Did they get, is it a
And-
plant? Can I
it's like
plant
a,
it in
like
my
an
herb garden?
No. It's just like a thing of herbs.
Shoot.
And I'll take some of the leaves and I like put them in hot water and then I pour that in my water. So I have like this minty water. So good. But yeah, I just love it's early in the morning. I go there so I can, get the stuff before it's all gone. And then I get a little coffee.
That sounds
And
amazing.
it's just like, yeah, it's really nice.
You're not like the typical farmer's market person.
No, but I want to
necessarily.
be. It's something I've always wanted.
Okay, 'cause
is
you did used to
I
like
get
to
all my
go with me.
groceries from the farmer's market. Like when we're in California, like I love going. I
That's
can't
true, you
wait
always
until the
do go.
tomatoes are in season because the bread place has a really good rosemary sourdough, and I want to make like BLTs with tomato, and
Here's a thought for you.
I've got citrus.
You can plant a tomato plant in a pot on your back porch.
Yeah, but it's just not as good as the big heirlooms that you get.
But you can plant a big heirloom.
Yeah,
You can.
it's hot here.
No, but you have to do it at the right time. You just shift the season a little
I'm
bit.
not a gardener. I'd rather just go and pay the
Okay.
person that grew it.
But you could have
You
one.
can grow it and I'll get some from you.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm
It's
not,
not
a green
hard.
thumb.
People that aren't gardeners
I've planted
have
a ton
tomato
of
plants.
stuff and it never works out well for me because after like a
doesn't?
week, I don't want to take care of it anymore.
Oh,
It's not fun.
that's sad.
It's like having a child.
It is a little bit that way.
Yeah. It's not cute.
And dogs.
Yeah.
And cats.
I don't like taking care of the pets. That's not my job. I don't take care of
Not
the
a
pets.
maintenance person,
No.
right?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not a maintain
I got you.
person.
So go buy your tomatoes.
Yes.
I'm one to talk.
I would never make sourdough bread.
Oh, okay.
You couldn't pay me to do that.
Yeah.
It sounds horrible. I'll go buy it.
It's
and I'll
a lot.
enjoy it. Yeah.
I've heard it's.
I don't want to bake cakes. I don't even want to cook ever. Don't put me in the kitchen. I'm the opposite of a kitchen person.
Not where you're going to be creative.
No.
Do what you love, not what somebody else is doing on Instagram or TikTok that looks fun.
I mean, try it. Give
Yeah.
it a whirl. You have to find out that you don't like it. And you can usually only do that by trying it.
yeah, it's true. Well, hey, everybody, go have fun.
Yeah, do something creative.
Yeah,
Go enjoy the arts. They need our patrons right now.
100%.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. I'm
Yeah,
Lynn.
I'm Braylon.
This is Everything in Between.